Hello, what's happening? It is Monday morning, and I got a box yesterday in the mail, and I really want to open it. So I'm not going to do a table unboxing here. I'm going to do it here in the truck before I clock in for work here. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to add in some, some shots of the knife up close, so you guys will actually get a really good look at it. And I can't wait, man. This is a knife that is being passed around. It's not out yet, but the pre-order just happened recently, and I actually pre-ordered it, but I'm getting a sneak peek because I got sent the pass-around one. So check it out. Woo, the Severn guys from Winterblade Co. The new Winterblade Co. OEM design. I pre-ordered it, and I think you can still pre-order, maybe. I'm not sure. I'll put a link down below that'll take you right there, so you can go check. I can't wait. All right, let's open this baby up. It's in cloth. Oh man. Oh, so this is the full titanium one. The one that I pre-ordered, I couldn't afford the expensive one, so I got the G10 and 14 C28N blade steel. But this is the fancy one. Look at that clip. All right, so we have some very interesting things going on here. We have thumb studs. We have the hole. There's an Axis style crossbar lock, and there's also this thing back here, almost like a shark lock thing, but it kind of it's got a spring in it. So I'm just going to go ahead and thumb flick this knife. Oh, look at that, dude. That's bacon Damascus, I think. Unless it's just something lasered on. I don't think so though. It might be lasered on, I'm not sure. Regardless, very cool pattern. This is such a sick profile, man. It's definitely got Factor vibes with the blade shape. It's very Factor-ish blade shape. Little bit of a Factor-ish handle too, but it's definitely its own thing. It's bigger than the Factor, bigger than any other Winterblade Co knife that I've handled. Ooh. Oh man. All right, I'm just gonna flick it a couple times. I'm gonna try this thing. Oh. I'm so glad someone finally did this, because I had been thinking for a while now, especially looking at the crossbar lock on the manual stitch. It's a crossbar lock, and it's got this flat piece back here that you could, when you're pulling down the crossbar lock, it moves up and down, so you could easily attach a little thing on it and pull that down and, actuate the crossbar lock. And I had been thinking, wow, that'd be so easy to do. And then you could have both the Axis lock and, just two ways to close the knife. And he freaking did it. But the way he did it is genius. So it's, totally flat. And then you just put your finger in there and you pull it out. And it's not in the way. It's just, wow. For crossbar snappiness, this is pretty good. It doesn't feel too mushy. It's got a little bit of a ting to it, nothing like the Factor. So this knife doesn't have magnets. It's not the same locking mechanism as on the Factor. It's really just an Axis lock, but a little bit modified to have, the trigger back here too. So not a magnet locking mechanism. There is a magnet in the thumb stud, I think, where you can pull it out and switch it over to the other side. But this is not a magnet knife. There's no magnet detent, which I think would have been really good. I think with a magnet detent in this, like the Factor, it could have had a crisper action. I don't know why he didn't do that. That seems like a no-brainer for me. But it's really pretty snappy. I mean, as far as crossbar locks go, I felt a lot of crossbar locks that were way more mushy than this. Can I fail it? Yeah. But you have to really try to fail it. If you just go to flick it, it pops out. You can also do it this way, like a shark lock, you know, pull it down and swing it out. Man, this is pretty good. So the sharpening choil is massive. I mean, you can't ask for more room than that. It serves as a choke up spot too. I almost kind of wish this corner was a little bit, you know, taken out so that it was more of like a rounded area to put your finger. But it's still big enough that you can easily get your finger in there. And it's pretty comfortable. It would be more comfortable if this was like, you know, cut out this corner, but it's pretty freaking good. Behind the edge is pretty thin. Not like insane thin, but pretty thin. Blade stock's pretty thin too. And is this thumb stud a stop? It looks like... No, it's not actually making contact. I thought the thumb stud was maybe an external stop, and it's very close, but it's not actually touching the scale there. This is pretty sweet, man. This is pretty freaking sweet. It's going to be a great utility cutter. It's got slight belly. Ergonomically, it's better than the Factor, just because we don't have that cutout back here for the, you know, the little flipper deal. Feels good in hand. Choke up spot feels good. This is really badass, man. Really, really badass. I don't think I can do a cut test with it since it's not mine, but when I get mine in, you know we're doing the cut test, absolutely. And it looks like it is a coil. Ooh, cool. Okay, so there's no Omega spring. It is a coil spring in there. I'll try to get a shot of that and put it and edit it in. But looking down inside here, you can see it's a coil lock or a coil spring, like on the manual stitch and on, you know, like the Manix 2. So that's awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm so glad. So that won't break like an Omega spring might. Hell yeah. So, you know, really futuristic-y sort of aesthetic, like all his knives. Just such a unique overall aesthetic that he has that I really, really enjoy very much. Man. I freaking love it, man. I'm so excited to get mine. It's not going to feel this good because it's G10 instead of full titanium. But still, it's going to be a great user, you know, having the multiple deployments, multiple ways to close the knife. It's fidgety, man, it really is. The reverse slick is good. For a crossbar lock, that's good, man. This is pretty good, man. Really pretty good. All right. That's it. Stay tuned for, well, I guess you're not going to see a cut test with this one, but when they do eventually arrive from the pre-order, you will see a cut test. And I'll probably do another video on this before I send it on to the next person. But yeah. Brian Winters, fantastic job designing this thing. I think this is going to be a big seller. Really, really awesome. That's it. Please like the video before you leave. And subscribe if you're not already. And I'll see you soon. All right.